All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the weekend. I hope that you got a good start on the kind of the bigger tasks that are left in the course, and that anything that you have still in front of you, you're able to accomplish on the weekend. So, just a reminder that I'm not going to be responding to emails with the frequency to which I normally do. Normally between the hours of 9 and 3, I respond immediately, and the hours after 3 o'clock, I'm normally within a half hour, I would say at max. But this weekend, I'm going to go and I'm going to spend some family time, and I will be back. And so emails I'll respond to back on Sunday afternoon. So if you're worried, and let's say that you have a task that you didn't quite get answered, the options for you are to either work backwards on something that you might have missed, or work forwards, just skip that particular thing you're having difficulty with, and wait for my to respond to the email on Sunday, and then just go forward in the course to something else. um, you should always have something to do, and the response of one email over the weekend shouldn't be a factor in you not doing any work if you want to. So if you want to, you should always be able to do work. My suggestions would be, if you do have a question and it's not responded to until Sunday, would be hop into your GLC, and you can always think about going to and completing the culminating tasks. So this is what's due on Monday at the end of class. And so there's sections here, and there is a step-by-step video in the news feed about how to do that. I would also think about this, is that the My Budget assignment, there's also a step-by-step video on how to do that in the news feed as well. And so if you've got those two done and you're still waiting for something on a different day, you'll have to wait until Sunday afternoon to do that. But you can always think to yourself, well, okay, I have a question about something we did on day 4. You can always go back to the announcements and look at day 4 and look at the video of day 4. And that there might be a little bit of help in that video, but otherwise you should have to wait until Sunday afternoon, and you should have enough time to get to it after that. Most students are done the course at this point in time, so I think there's a couple of people finishing up here and there, so I think we're in a good place going over the weekend. I'm going to do my best on Sunday to kind of send out any major concerns I may have. But as students, what you should be thinking about is hopping into your grades folder and just checking to make sure that there's no zeros for prior assignments. And if there's zeros for prior assignments, you should go back and tackle those. And to do so, you would hop in and look at the discussions. Make sure that you have a submission for each of the discussions. The prompts are right there. So you can see the prompts. It tells you what you're asking. And so you're going to do those. Make sure you have one for each of them all the way down to the end, because that's an essential component. You can also look at the assignments and make sure that you have a submission for each of the assignment and that you have a mark for each of the assignment. There's going to be some stuff that I haven't got to marking yet, but make sure it has something in. As long as you have all the files in, then you're more than likely going to get the credit. There are exceptions to every rule, but that's the most important part. The other thing you can do is that you can go and you can check in content down by the final task in your portfolio. They're right here, this Google Doc. This is the actual list of everything that should be in your portfolio. So that's another thing you could do. You could check out the unit and then the activities that should be in your portfolio. So there's plenty for you to do. The idea that one question I'm not going to be responding to until Sunday will slow you up so much so that you can't complete the course. That's not a realistic thought. There's lots and lots and lots for you to do, and there's lots of help set up for you. And we've been here all week, and so if something comes up on a Friday, that's unfortunate, but we can